Hi, I just wanted to relate an incident that happened to me about 10 years ago. I've had occasional out-of-the-body experiences over the years, but nothing you could really be specific about. I went to bed one evening and I woke to find myself flying in a sort of Superman pose. I could feel the wind rushing past me and was looking down on water far below me. It was sort of a twilight atmosphere. I had no control, it was simply happening to me. I eventually started to descend and landed on a lawn in front of a building. I walked up some stairs, through some kind of French window into a room. There were 8 or 9 people in the room. I walked up behind them. I could not understand why I was there. I backed up and left the room and flew off into the night. After a short time I descended at the foot of a small, I think, stone bridge. I was in a kneeling position. I looked up and a man was stood at the foot of the bridge. He was mid-60s years old. He was wearing gold-rimmed glasses that were glinting, short back and side silver hair. Without opening his mouth, he said, "I'm Edgar Cayce. What does your consciousness mean to you?" I was utterly perplexed and my mind was reeling. I somehow sensed it was the 1940s. I don't know if he then said leave, but again I started to fly. I arrived back at the building I'd been in and walked in and the people turned to face me. I suddenly said, "I've just been with your father. I'm so sorry." They all burst into tears. I was backing up repeating, "I'm so sorry." When I awoke in the morning I was totally shaken. I kept reliving every minute detail over and over again. I live in England, in the UK. I had never heard of the name Edgar Cayce. I didn't have a computer to Google the name. I looked in a couple of books but found no reference to him. A couple of weeks went by. I was still reliving everything. I used to sell music, CDs, etc. I went into a bookshop chain here in the UK, said hello to the buyer. She said, "Give me 10 minutes. I was walking around the store and found myself staring at a book on a table. Its title was Edgar Cayce on the Mysteries of the Mind. My heart started to pound. I took the book to the till and purchased it. As soon as I got it home I read the book and loved it. There were no photographs in the book. At the back of the book it said, "For UK readers, there's a study centre in Durham." Durham is a small city about 120 miles from where I live. I wrote to them telling them of the incident. They replied enclosing photos of Edgar. The third photograph was the identical image I had seen. I faxed them back saying, "Same guy, wrong suit." I sent a copy of the letter to the ARE and they sent me a formal letter back thanking me for my interest in Edgar and enclosed a copy of their magazine Venture Inward. As I was leafing through it I found myself staring at the building I had been in. Underneath the picture it said formerly the Edgar Cayce Hospital, now the offices of the ARE. I would guess I live several thousand miles away. I still read Edgar's books and now have the ARE office's image as my desktop on my computer. Thanks for listening.